So the boardroom did an article on athletes 25 and under who they see as having the it factor, who are going to be the most marketable for the future. And two of the women who are on here is, as you can see, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And just looking at Angel Reese, I was, looking at her following. She has 4 million followers on Instagram, on TikTok. I did a quick research before getting on here. She has 581,000 followers on X. She is also very active on social media. So she's posting, she's engaged, and people are obviously going to follow her and keep up with what she's doing. I think she's also got some type of modeling career on the side when she's not playing basketball. And she's out there at basketball events, hanging out with people. You're going to see Angel Reese everywhere during the offseason. Caitlin Clark, maybe not so much. And that's not a knock on Caitlin Clark, but she has right now 2.8 million followers on Instagram. She's got 466.7 thousand followers on TikTok, and on X, she's got 430.2 thousand followers on X. The thing is, Caitlin Clark is not as active on these platforms. She doesn't post a lot. She's all about, taking her breaks, not letting people in, and that's okay. Everyone's going to be different with how they want to market themselves. But a couple of things I want to point out here. The WNBA, please do not drop the ball with these two women. Because if you're going to elevate the game, if you're going to bring more attention to the game, you have to make sure you keep pushing these two women to the front. Caitlin Clark is selling out your arena. She is the main reason why people are watching the WNBA. Angel Reese, she's cool, but she's not selling out arenas, but her presence offline also contributes to helping the WNBA as well. So yeah, Caitlin Clark is making her moves as well. She's breaking records left and right. To me, I think she's one of the best point guards already in the WNBA. She has her Nike deal worth, I believe, up to $28 million. And I think they're working on her own signature shoe. That's pretty crazy to me. She had worn those Kobe 5s. And I think as she continues to break records and win basketball games, that's going to keep drawing buzz for Caitlin Clark. If she can get the Fever into the playoffs, and let's just say the first round is very competitive, and even if they lose, if she is out there hooping, hitting step back threes, making some highlight assists, and making some clutch plays down the stretch, that is going to help her in the long run. For Angel Reese, I think her main focus needs to be on get her double-doubles, compete, and continue to hustle. I think the next step for Angel Reese in her game is to work on her post moves, to work on a mid-range shot. She gets an offensive bag. Good luck stopping Angel Reese. She's going to be a major problem. But yeah, Caitlin Clark, obviously you can't deny her impact. I think going forward, people are going to keep watching the WNBA because of Caitlin Clark. And if the Indiana Fever gets any type of roster around Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, yikes, look out for the Indiana Fever. And as you can see here, it says that look at the YouTube views for Indiana Fever highlights versus every other franchise. They get more watch time because of Caitlin Clark. It's no disrespect to the other players. People love watching Caitlin Clark because of her electricity and what she brings to the basketball court. And just people like Caitlin. It's just really that simple. And of course, people are going to be jealous because, you have somebody coming as a rookie, getting all this attention, having all this success. And we have seen from coaches, players, they've been jealous of her. And we've talked about the situation with Cheryl Reeve and the selection committee not bringing Caitlin Clark to the Olympics. I think that was a mistake because you could have had some jersey sales, even if you play her for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes a night. That would have helped grow your brand even more, especially internationally. Another thing is Angel Reese should have been on the team. I just think overall they dropped the ball with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark with bringing him to the Olympics and playing for Team USA. But Caitlin Clark is putting the WNBA on the map. More people are watching. Indiana is a state, as it says here, where basketball blossoms. So people in Indiana love basketball. That's something they care about and they would tune into. So if the WNBA takes advantage of that and tries to get every dollar out of Caitlin Clark, make sure she gets every endorsement there, invite her to events, get her in front of different networks, that is going to help your brand grow. That's going to help the league grow. But if you talk trash about her or downplay her impact and try to bring other players up, fans are going to be turned off by that. You have to allow there to be organic growth. I think A'ja Wilson is a phenomenal basketball player. I think she's the best basketball player in the WNBA. But if it wasn't for Caitlin Clark being in the league and I'm watching games, I'm trying to get acclimated to the WNBA, I wouldn't care as much about A'ja Wilson. That's just a fact. But now since Caitlin Clark's been in the league, I love what I'm seeing from A'ja Wilson. This girl can hoop. She can ball. She was fantastic for the Olympic team. I mean, without A'ja Wilson, they're not going to win the gold medal. But again, that took time. So people who are whining and saying, oh, you know what? You need to care about us. You should watch us play. Be patient. Let the process work itself out. If you grow the league organically, where you have two faces in the league or one, people are going to watch other players. This is going to happen naturally. Think about Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. They helped the NBA get to another level in the 1980s. And there are other players we recognize today. But at the same time, if it wasn't for Bird and Magic, then the NBA probably wouldn't be in this position they are right now. I just think it's really cool to see the boardroom shouting out Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, because I think both these women have a lot of upside. And I think the WNBA needs to understand you've got a lot of room for growth. And if you take advantage of what's in front of you, you're going to get more franchises on board. You're going to have more people watching, and the revenue is finally going to make a profit. That's important. And that's what you need to focus on. We don't need to see any complaints about, oh, we got lowballed on this deal. What we need to see is, okay, we got Caitlin Clark, we got Angel Reese, and we're excited for the future. And they're going to keep bringing fans in. That should excite you. I'm very curious to see the views that Caitlin Clark is going to receive during the playoffs, because it's going to be fun to compare numbers from last year to this year with her in the WNBA playoffs, and see if there's any drop off after she gets eliminated in the playoffs. That'll be very interesting to watch. And if the numbers are up after she gets eliminated, then that's a good sign for the WNBA. The WNBA is back this week. I'm excited to see what Caitlin Clark is going to bring to the table. If the Las Vegas Aces are going to win the championship. I know they got a lawsuit going on. I'll talk about that in another video. Also, Angel Reese, I hope she can still hoop, get her double-doubles. And what she's going to do off the court, she's going to get a lot of endorsements, attention, because she's very active there. And I think whatever Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese does, it's going to be good for the WNBA and good for their future. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese being marketable athletes for the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.